Hello guys, welcome to a new video. And today we're going to be working on the Galant again. I think this is video 5 that we're working on now. It's been a long process and over like a couple months of time, so it's really wild it's taken this long, but I'm bound by the weather of the UK. So we've got another decently sunny day, kind of warm, so we're going to get cracking on it. I'm going to be dyeing some of the rear panels, getting that done. I'll show you how that's done, the process of that, what materials I use and the product I use. And then we're going to be putting back the interior back together, working on that again. We're going to put the rear seats in, put the trim in that I dyed, and also putting the door panels on. So we've got the plastic moisture barrier bar that I'm going to be installing, then putting the trim back on, showing all the hardware. Freddie's checking me out. Keeps popping his head through the cat flap. Yeah, so we're getting the interior back together. So it's just another process of that. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Stay tuned.
Okay, so I've got the interior panels out. These are 2 of them that I'm doing. So these go in the rear quarter, and you can see in here how faded they are. So I'm hoping that this paint, basically it's sun fade. You can see there, it's they're super faded from being in the sun. So we're gonna give them a coat of this dye. Let me show you the dye that I'm using. So first of all, I've got to clean it with this universal cleaner. Basically, it's like a, whatever they call it, alcohol white basically, and it just gets all the dust, fingerprints, oils, and stuff like that. And then this is the paint that I'm using. It's a small can, so I'm not sure how far it's going to get me. It's in the dark gray, which is what the color of the interior is. So this is basically the dye, and you just spray it on like spray paint, really, and it basically soaks into the pores of the plastic. So and it's scratch proof apparently, and whatever, dirt proof or something they said on the back. So all the writing is so small I can't read it, so I gave up. So yeah, we're gonna give it a first coat, and let's see how she goes. It's about four or five coats I need to put on it, and it's about 10-minute process in between each coat, and they're very thin coats you need to put. So I'll be putting nice thin coats on it and then see how it goes from there. So let's get started on it. Yeah, let's get started on it. I'll put a little bit on the rag here, squirt some on. Should probably be enough. And then start wiping it down. See if this actually, basically this is just gonna take all the oils off that I've just said, and all the fingerprints and stuff like that. So we'll do that as a process and see how it does. It's all right, just to finish applying the second coat, and already it's looking fire. There's a little bit more that needs to be put down in that corner there. I need to make sure I get that good. But here, where it's faded really bad, it looks really nice. The other one, yeah, I think it's gonna need at least 4 coats, but yeah, very pleased so far. Keep going. All right, so that's the 4th coat I put on. It's looking really good. The dye stuff is definitely good. Obviously you can tell that they're no longer 2 different colors. So yeah, looking really good. So they still got to dry. I'm gonna move them into the garage now so they can dry. I've still got a few more panels to do, but I've run out of that little small can only does this, so I need to order another can. So I didn't know how much it was going to take. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. They look brand new to me. So once they've dried, we'll be able to put them back on the Galant. All right, we're putting back the rear panel here that I've painted, and it looks fabulous. I dyed it actually, didn't paint it. Post some videos of that process later, but we're gonna get it put back in here real quick as best as we can without scratching it. Sometimes you gotta use your teeth. There you go. Okay, right, let's see if we can line this up now. Okay, now it's just about pushing it in. One. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Cool. It's just about getting it in then. That one there, back there, because it pushes down on this back trim, you really got to be gentle, and I just kind of wedged it in and it went. So cool. That looks really good. It's close to a match, but it's not perfectly a match, but I think it's close enough. These were all faded, so it's better than what was. So I mean, no one's really going to notice the difference unless you really come in here and take a stare at it. So I don't want to take the chance of breaking any of this upper trim because they're very fragile. So yeah, that's it. It's in.
Okay.
I'm going to snap this one, and this one went in a little easier. Snap that one in. There you go. It all snaps down nice. Look at that. I like it when it all snaps in easily. Cool. All right, that one's in.
All right.
I just got to bolt the seat belts back down, and then we'll install the rear seats. I'm going to come out here and wipe all this area down because it's quite dusty from the body shop, so I need to get a wet cloth and clean off that deck lid there, and then we'll get it all bolted in. This rear seat's back in. All right, guys, as you can see, I'm working on putting the new dust film on the inside of this door panels here. So I'm using a pretty thick plastic, as you can see. Kind of how to explain, it's just got it from one of the hardware stores. It's kind of like only thing I could think of that would be explain what it is what comes from a mattress, what you put a used mattress in for them to recycle it here in the UK. It's pretty thick material, pretty inexpensive. I think it was £7 for a big sheet. And what I'm using is this putty here. It's basically like a goop. I don't really tell you what it is, but it's just comes in little thin tubes, and you just kind of cut it to where you want to put it, and then just trim it all the way around. So I cut it out to match the door panel, which I have here, and I've just been trimmed it a little bit to fit around the little clips, and obviously to poke the hole through for that. Trimmed it around the door handle and the speaker, and yeah, it's on there pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with what I've done. It's pretty simple to do. It's not complicated. You just got to get the right stuff. Obviously, I've got 3 other doors to do. This is the first one, so I'll get the door panel back on now and call that one done. I think that's a pretty good job. Pretty happy with that. Just attaching it now. Get it nice and tight. Cutting out spots for the trim so you can screw in the door panel. There you go. It's looking tidy. Okay, so we got the rear front door panel on the passenger side. I had to take it off a few times because I forgot to put the wire in for that. Genius. So took it off, put it on once, had it all finished. Actually, and then I put it on again and forgot to put that back on first. So yeah, genius. So that's the front door panel on. Now the rear panel's looking good. I just got to put the ashtray in. I need to cut the plastic out for the ashtray. So that side's all nice and ready. And then Tiffany's just working on the front trim again for me. And then we got this one all buttoned up, got the ashtray in. It's all looking nice. This trim is going to be next. I'm just cleaning it up a little bit, and then this trim here, I'm waiting to paint it. Haven't painted it yet, so yeah, it's coming along. Nice. final piece to the door panel. Put the ashtray back. Nice. Great job. All right, final piece to the door trim. Oh, it's tight, isn't it? Try that again. There we go. Okay, cool. New genuine hardware and decals. Looking fire. Putting the spring majiggy on the fuel door here because mine was missing. So now, when you shut it, Tiffany pulls the knob, it should pop open. Oh, wow, it's powerful. I don't think it's ever popped open like that before. Wow, that is crazy. Cool.
Okay, so that concludes today's video. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. Got the car all tucked back in the garage here, so we're going to be hopefully finishing off the last stage of it in the next week or so, once the weather gets a little warmer again. So that will be the next stage, which will be just button up all the stuff that needs to be done. So yeah, stay tuned for that video. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe so you can get a notification when there's a new video out. We do a lot of other cars. Got MX-5 here in front of me. That's actually going to be sold soon, but there is a lot of videos of that in the past. If you check my video history, you'll be able to see those. And then probably, hopefully, getting something a little bit faster. So yeah, like and subscribe, guys. Take care.